This is one of the busiest routes in Lagos, but the absence of vehicles is a sign that something is wrong. There's been a fire just after the Otedola Bridge, but this time the scale is overwhelming. Onlookers throw caution to the wind, standing just meters away, all to catch a glimpse of the carnage. Officials say the fire was caused by this fuel tanker, which fell over, and what happened next can only be imagined. As at the time of this report, at least 50 cars had been burnt, with 9 bodies recovered. The officials say rescue operations are still ongoing. The emergency response team is also battling with the typical situation when accidents happen. As rescue and recovery operations continue, the state of roadworthiness of vehicles, especially tankers, has once again been brought to the fore. Efforts need to be redoubled in this regard to avoid a recurrence of this tragedy. Kayode Okikiolu, Channels Television News.
Their location binds them. Their passion or profession connects them.
We are getting 22,500 eggs from here every day.
Their commercial interests unites them. They have a common tradition and culture. And you know what? They're in your neighborhood. Community Report, showcasing the people's way of life, only on Channels Television.
Real.
Welcome back, Sunrise. We still have Mr. Kunle Shonaiki, Sector Skills Council member, and Tayo Aboyeji, Chairman, NUPENG Southwest. Mr. Aboyeji, are you still there?
Oh, no. He's gone.
I hope we can get him to come back. Mr. Shonaiki, yes. Well, you heard him. He said their vehicles are road certified, roadworthy, and he talks about when we showed him that footage of that truck.
Now let me going by the footage on that truck. It's a tractor trailer. It has 2 wheels on the trailer. I mean, 2 axles on the trailer, 3 on the tractor. These are controlled by independent air brakes. Yes, when the driver is smashing the brake pedal, all the brakes are being controlled. Let's assume it has a brake failure. These brakes have been controlled by air. Every brake on that truck is air brakes. There's a shut-off valve. That's an emergency brakes that if it loses air, automatically the brakes will lock up on the trailer. But I can tell you, unfortunately, there's no forensic test you can do on this anymore because everything has been burnt. But let's assume there was no burnt. I can tell you, if you go and inspect this trailer, the trailer has no brake. The only brake controlling that vehicle as a whole is the tractor, which is the rear axle, which is the drive axle. If it has all the other brakes, but the one on the tractor failed, and that's why they're trying to wedge it. Now, in the process of wedging it, the weight of the vehicle is too much. So the weight is what's propelling the vehicle back. Of course, look at the wedge. The tire will go over the wedge because the momentum of the weight is too much for the wedge. So what this guy is saying, I'm saying if he's ready with you guys, with Channels TV, let's go to their site. Unfortunately, I might not be able. Well, I'm calling him out on here if he's ready. When we will go unannounced, randomly. We'll go to their station where they're loading and inspect all this truck before they go in. I can tell you none of those trucks will pass.
But besides the roadworthiness, which he says their trucks are certified, there's also that bit about what lane should the trucks be on? From that footage, the truck was
On the
fast lane.
You see,
on the
you guys were
lane.
asking him about the competence of the drivers. Are they well educated?
Oh, Mr.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
he's back with us.
Mr. Aboyeji, thank you for joining us again. So just this quick one. About the position of that truck, for instance. Most times the trailer drivers, or tractor trailers, are on the fast lane and not on the slow lane where it's believed that they should be driving.
Mr. Aboyeji, are you there?
Yes. I think this particular truck, what I think happened was that probably it was on the other lane, but because he has found out that he discovered that he thought the truck has a problem, he wants to see that he can just put that truck very close to the cover so that the truck you can see it very close to the cover so that the truck can just stand. He said rather than move to the other side and or we will be able to stop it, we'll be able to stop it. I think that was what he was trying to do. However, we cannot justify the accident. But what your guest was saying, I want to tell you that all the tankers you see on the road are being certified to.
Please ask him.
Please, who certifies them?
Yes.
Who certified them? Okay.
Hold on. I said we are collaborating with road safety. As I'm talking to you, in each tank farm in Lagos, for example, all over Nigeria, there are road safety personnel that check these trucks that go in and check them when they are coming out. so many times, I think so many times, several times that those safety personnel will turn down trucks that do this truck, you are not good, you cannot enter. This trucks, because of security, you can't go in there and load. So those that goes to the depot to load are those ones that were satisfied to load.
Okay, Mr. Aboyeji, arising from this accident in which so many cars were burnt and lives lost, and arising from the anger of the people, there have been calls that petroleum products be moved either by rail or via pipeline. What's your comment on that?
Well, we are just a player in the industry. The government major that we are moving can decide whatever they decide or the system to move this product. We are not against them. And I want to tell you that I believe that like most of the problems we are having in Lagos, if other stores and other depots are loading across Nigeria, we have spare tanks are coming to Lagos. So whatever system the government wants to use to move the product, we are not against it.
Okay. The issue of tankers lining up from Apapa to Western Avenue, what do you think should be done about that? Because that is so dangerous in light of what just happened 2 days ago. And you have hundreds and hundreds of them just parked on the roads and on the flyovers for days on end.
All right. Thank you so much. I have been using for opportunity to correct this situation of all the media houses. All the trucks that line from port down to Yoruba, they are not tankers. I want to tell your correspondent house, they are not tankers. Tankers are meant to go to various depots to load. But because they couldn't get access, the fuel while it is still on the road, is why they couldn't get access to those various depots.